I'm going to discuss with you the second paper, paper 2, part A. This is the reading skill. As I mentioned earlier, you have to read the text and you have to answer the question, but here the different from the paper 1. Now see, the 10 words have been given to you, another 40 words. According to the first word, there are another 4 words. Likewise, you have to find out the correct, read the passage and underline the most appropriate word, given words. According to the given text, you have to find out the very suitable, appropriate words from the given 4 words and underline the correct words. Next, very familiar to you, next question, that is question number 2 of the second paper. 10 marks have been given to you. Read the passage, especially the letter, and underline the appropriate response and write the words true or false. As I mentioned earlier, the paragraphs or the letters have been given to you and questions are there. Then first part, you have to write true or false here, given box, and then next you have to underline the correct words. Then this is very easy question. Then go through the letter, especially letter, and try to find out the answers. Poem. This is not like a literature, but there's a poem and also the question. Now this is very familiar to you because you learned for your O levels, and just go through the questions given here and try to understand what are the question, what do you mean that, and answer also given to you, and then later you can go through that the given poem and try to answer. This is very easy. You don't want to go deep of these poems, but try to find out the surface meaning of this poem and try to find out the answer. Let's discuss the next question, question number 4. Read the text and fill in the blanks using one word. Here also I underline the word one. You have to write the answer, fill the blanks according to the given text. You have to fill the blanks by using only one word. That is must. Okay, the next question number 5. Here also the reading text. Read the text and put the word true, false, and not given. Write the answer for the question. Pay attention for the singular as well as the plural for given space. Then here also, as I mentioned earlier, first you can go through that the question and try to understand what is the text given, and then when you go through this given text, you can understand you can remind the question, and also it is easy to find out the answers. But here pay attention for the singular and plural when you fill the gap. Okay, now this is very familiar to you, that is dialogue. The dialogue, part B. Question number 6, 5 marks for this question. Respond for the situation and write one sentence or question. Right now, see, your group wants to complete an assignment soon. Suggest to your friend to go to the library. At once, you can answer. Shall we? Likewise, shall we go to the library? Likewise. Then, here, but think about the question number, the situation number 3. You have just watched a very good film. What would you say to your friend and as you come out of the cinema? Then you have to fill this blank by using the word what. When you see the word what, then automatically you try to find out you try to form the question pattern, question form. But here, this is not the question, but very good film. What a great, what a wonderful, what a fantastic movie is that. then likewise you can answer this, right? But pay attention this kind of questions or the sentence when you fill the dialogue like this. Question number 7. This one also dialogue. According to the situation, complete the missing part of the dialogue. Situation has been given to you and one part of the dialogue has been given to you, then you have to fill the another part. Now see, first blank. Well, it is mainly for those who have complete their A-levels. Then you have to answer this. Alright. This is for you then. Then according to this, according to the question, according to the one part, then you have to find out the answer. Here, number 4. Okay, now see the fourth blank. Next Friday, the before receptionist say, next Friday you should pay the course fees and register on or before Friday. But again, Anushi has to fill the blank and receptionist, it's 20,000. Now see, according to this answer, you have to create this question. Likewise, go through the whole dialogue and then try to fill the blanks. Right, the next question number 8. 15 marks for this question. Under dialogue. Write a dialogue according to the given situation. It should speak at least 5 times. It should speak at least 5 times. Right. Now this is the situation given by last year 2019. Imagine that you are sick. You have come to see a doctor. He or she asks you the details of your illness. Write out the dialogue between the doctor and you. Each one should speak at least 5 times. Right. Now this is the mark allocation. Format 1 marks and 5 marks for content. It means this idea should be included into your dialogue and 9 marks for language. Pay attention when you form the question, especially when you form the question by using do verbs as well as be verbs and have verbs, right? Most students misuse do verbs and be verbs. Then pay your attention for grammar especially, the language especially, when you write this dialogue. Right, part C, writing skill. Question number 9, 5 marks for this. Very simple question. Select any 5 words out of the noun, adjectives, verbs and adverbs and write meaningful sentences. Meaningful sentences. Do not change the form of the words and can use any tense. Nouns and verbs, adjectives and adverbs are there in your question paper, but you can't change the form of the word. As example, expect. The word expect, you have to use the word expect as the verb, not as an adjective, or noun as expectation, expected. You can't use like that, but you have to use the word expect as verb. That is must. Some students take one noun from this line and one verb from here, an adjective from here as well as adverb from here and make the sentence, but they are not the meaningful sentence. It means sometimes it become jam in the sentence. Then therefore pay your attention for this, especially when you take the noun from the list of given noun. You have to use as a noun or as a verb or as an adjective or as an adverb and form the meaningful sentences. Right. Question number 10. Now, I am sure that you are very familiar with these charts. When you are in grade 10 as well as 11 for the O level, you are ready for them. You have experience of writing, describing this kind of charts. Charts with the numbers, charts with the percentage, and pie chart with the numbers as well as the percentage, and Venn diagram as well as the table. Right? I am sure that you have to brush up your knowledge how to describe this kind of charts, because 10 marks for this question. It is very easy. You have to go through the past or the previous lessons when you were in grade 10 or 11, and then it is very easy to write or describe the chart. Right, this is the chart appeared in the 2019 question paper. The following bar chart shows the percentage of the distributions of employee. Likewise, the situation has been given to you, and very clearly the percentages have been given to you. Then you have to describe by using this chart. It is very easy. You have to practice writing, describing this kind of charts before you go for the A-level examination, and go through your previous lessons, and it is very easy question, and try to write using 75 words, right, because 10 marks have been given to you for this kind of charts. Right, these are the last 3 questions. Question number 11, 12 as well as 30. Okay, question number 11, informal letters. Situation has been given to you. According to the situation, you have to include these points, these guidelines. According to situation, how you practice the drama and who helped you, then you have to include this part. Your role in the drama, very easy. When and where the final event was held, and how you feel now. Now, I am sure that you have written a lot of letters when you study for O-level. You have practiced more this kind of question, this kind of situation, and you have written more letters like this. Question number 12. This is for formal letters. When you go through this situation, you can understand, you can find out the sender address as well as receiver address and the topic for the letter. And here 15 marks have been given to you for the question number 12 for both letters. These are the marks contain 5 marks. Earlier I explained that what are the content for informal letters as well as formal letters, because in the formal letters you can see the situation. Situation has been given to you very clearly. Then according to the situation you can find out the content of that letter, and 5 marks for content, and pay your attention for language, 10 marks for language. Then later I will explain how to give these 5 marks as well as the whole marks for content, the whole marks for language, and total marks 15 for the question number 11 as well as question number 12, especially writing letters. Right, now we came to the last question of the second paper, question number 13, and here you have to write an essay according to the given situation. Right, when we go through the last year's papers, debatable questions are there, debatable situations are there for the essay writing. Then you can develop your essay as debate, because when we go through this question, you can find out advantages as well as disadvantages, good things, bad things likewise. Then you can create your writing, create your essay by giving very good facts, because the situation given to you like a debate, debatable questions are there for the essay writing. Then this is the marks allocation for the last question. 20 marks out of 20 marks for essay writing. Out of these 20 marks, 6 marks for content, 10 marks for language, and 4 marks for organization. This is how we give the marks for essay writing. Right, now finally, band description for content. If you want to get whole marks for content, it means 5 marks, you have to pay attention for these 4. First one, has used specific length. The word limitation has been given to you. According to that word limit, you have to develop your answer, and appropriate and very interesting, as well as appropriate beginning and ending, and select and organize the all given facts. The facts, all given facts mean the guidelines have been given to you. Then you have to include all the given guidelines. And next, band description for the language, 6 marks or 10 marks. If you want to get whole marks, 10 marks or 6 marks, you have to pay attention for these 3. Excellent use of language, free of grammatical errors, and excellent word choice. If you answer with the excellent use of language, or no even one errors, or even errors, excellent word choice, then you can gain the whole marks 10 or 6 according to the questions. And the last, band description for organization. Your answer is organized well. Now pay attention for these. Excellence organization, relevant information in a very logical manner. Ideas are connected very effectively, and paragraphs are meaningfully divided. Then if you include all the things for your answer, definitely you will be able to gain whole marks. Then pay attention for this, and if you lose these kind of things, gradually your marks will be lost one by one. Okay, now I am sure that you have very good idea of this paper 1 and paper 2, and what are the question, and what kind of question are there, and how can you gain the marks, and as well as how to give the marks. I am sure that it is very clear to you, and then let's meet with the next lesson the next time. Thank you.